Good morning, everyone. My name is Rick Noda here in beautiful Encinitas, California. I am the founder of T3 Body and your host here of T3 Talks, where we tighten, tactical, and transition. Well, today we're building on 06. Happy New Year! Happy New Year. Yeah, those who are just tuning in, we know it's not the New Year. We know it's not January 1st, but we're creating the 6 months out the year of a way to restart, to create something new. Or like I like to say, see the things that work, shelve the things that didn't. Well, I want to say thank you so much for Panic and Coffee, you guys. And I'm going to tell you, hold on for a second.
I've been really trying.
I'll take no. It's a fake pour. Okay, I do that on purpose, you guys, because I want to show you the how acting is. There was a thing on SNL with this. No, but you guys, I keep my Panic and Coffee, you guys, my Joey here in my Yeti. Hold on one second. You guys to stay nice and warm because that Joey with that ketone sounds good. But you know what? Panic and Coffee donated this week donuts and some coffee to the Lift Fed event, and I want to say thank you so much for their support. They're going to continue to support our events during that Hike for Health and Happiness, which is coming up in a few weeks. All right, now, you guys, building on the 6 month out the year. All right, one nice thing about the 6 month out the year, like we talked in the previous video, is I started with my everyday carry. I also then went into my closet and started to look at the clothes that had a little wear and tear. And I also saw how I'm going to update my wardrobe and my uniforms when it comes to Black Friday. I'm also trying to save a little bit of money so that I can get to Black Friday with a budget so that I'm not going into debt when I'm purchasing my new uniforms, okay? Just to give you a heads up, for next year, I'm going to upgrade my my actual black shirts to the nicer ones with the pocket. Yeah, I noticed that, all right? That it was a little bit, I'm looking a little bit not classic man anymore, all right? So now, why is it that do I often talk about using, have it be the passion planner, have it be the day-to-day planner? I'm going to go back to you old school kids that like back in my grade. I'm going to hit out Jet Aragante and some of those guys, about your Chandlers. Oh, I don't even think Esteban even knows what that is. Yeah, right over my millennials' heads. A Chandler was, if you had a Chandler, I was too poor to have a Chandler. We had like the knockoffs of the Chandlers. Chandler is a maker of a really nice appointment book and or school book that that made to like take track of your life. It was never cool enough to have a Chandler's. All right. I had like a memo or something like that, But everyone that had a Chandler's would walk around. They put stickers in it. They'd write, what their assignments were and the AP honors and. My Chandlers never got anything, but I think once in a while it said football at 3 o'clock. All right. But what I did learn is this. The minute I went to the Marine Corps, the drill instructor, would tell you, wow, you're that smart, Rand. You must have a photographic memory because you didn't write anything down, boy. And I was like, huh? Like, I can actually listen to you and write something down? He goes, yeah, in case you got to remember it later there. Use a little explicits after that, all right? Well, that didn't really... when I got out the Marine Corps, I transitioned out of the Marine Corps, I left that training to the side, and I went into the mortgage business going, you know what, dude? I'll just pull it from the air, all right? Because I'm cool enough to be able to do that. And I'll be honest with you guys, for a long period of time, I'll tell you, I didn't need an appointment book. I was on the phone probably 24/7. I literally lived my life like this, on a BlackBerry, on the phone. So I didn't need an appointment book because I was in the deep water every single day. I was treading water every day. I was up just like I've always been up, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. I did 3 hours of Ironman training. Then from there, I would answer my emails, so by 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock in the morning, I was already on the phone talking to the people back east. Yeah, so when I tell you right now, I'm a little bit more calm, go figure, all right? But one thing that I did notice was this, is that when I went back to good old habits, 7 P's, proper prevents piss poor performance. Now, train everyday smart, specific, measurable, achievable, realistic targets. I felt the need to write it down. Now, where do we write things down? Well, we write things down every night. Where? In our sleep hygiene, right? When we do our brain dumps, all right? So if I took that information on my brain dump, things I do first thing in the morning, I wore a black shirt with gray shorts with my tan boots. That's what I'm wearing right now. Things I want to do by 12 o'clock. Make sure that my mind and body has been updated. Make sure that I record my podcast. Make sure that I look at my Instagram photos and you see what I'm saying? Things done by 3 o'clock. Eat. Yeah, drink. Make sure I've drank enough water. Take a nap. Everybody thinks it's like earth-shattering stuff like, solve the world's problems. No, it's take a nap. Eat. Things I want to do whenever. Discuss with my daughters anything that's bothering me. Have it be, just what social presence are out there. Right now, you guys, I'm completely beside myself on the new Molly and all that other crystal meth that's going out there and how it's been affecting the Midwest. So for me, once that SHIT is in the Midwest, it doesn't take too long for it to come out here to the West. So I want to make sure that I'm educated too, and that's under my whenever point. Now, when I go to bed, I close my brain, and when I wake up, first thing I do in the morning, put this on, and then I start to execute. But that's just big broad strokes. So now what I have to do is I use my appointment book, and I do it like the old Chandler days, okay? Most people don't know. Oh, my goodness. I fold the papers over. So when I'm done with the week, I fold it over because it's a nice way for me to get to the actual present day. Also, which is kind of cool, is in most of these, they do have a little string. They do have a string. It doesn't matter, okay? But in this, and I'm going to get a little close. This is going to be less audio real quick. Now, with the week's focus. Now, I can't make this up, Esteban. Watch this, okay? And it's just because the way the Passion Planner is, it thinks like me. Let's read the quote that they put for this week, first week in June. He who would learn to fly one day must first learn to stand and walk and run and climb and dance. One cannot fly into flying. Frederick Nietzsche, whatever that means. I forgot it. Say again? Nietzsche, thank you. I'm a jarhead. All right? So this is their interpretation. Watch this, Esteban. I couldn't make this up, dude, and this is why I love this. All right? Get out of your comfort zone by doing something new. Lift vet. Boot camp, hike for health and happiness. Okay. I'm sorry. It could be a hobby, sport, or anything that you have an interest in. Those of you know I'm starting to do jigsaw puzzles, right? And, I go to marksmanship at the range, things like that. Interest in, but have not tried. Don't be afraid to be a beginner again and embrace new learning opportunities. It may be your next passion. Now, again, I bought this book, or actually this book was given to me at a talk, and a bunch of them were given to me. And you guys, that is an incredible quote. I mean, I'm just like, I'm already motivated type of guy. Dude, I want to rip this book in half out of excitement. I'm like, whoa, like this is great. Now, it asked me what this week's focus is. And I put 0619. We're halfway there. We're halfway there. Oh. Now, good things that happen. Talk to wife, and she's aboard. All right? And then I read that quote and go figure, So what's nice about planning anything and writing it down is that it holds you accountable. What it also shows you is this. You guys, I was able to write out my Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. For those of you who know and follow my podcast regularly, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I wake up at 4. My first session's at 5. And I really pretty much go through until about 11. Then at 12 o'clock, we go locally here to a beach, which is Swami's Beach, which is great. I proctor or administer kind of a workout, an outdoor workout, T302. Get a little time for food, and then I take a nap, and then I come back pretty much from 4 o'clock until about 8 o'clock at night and reset that Wednesdays and Fridays. But on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I still wake up early. I see my my first client at 6:30, so I'm still up at 4. I see my client at 6:30 in the morning on Tuesdays, but then I'm off. I don't have anything else to do. So that open time is usually the time I do administration work for my studio. I go ahead and business plan during that time. I have health and comfort meetings with individuals. I build my market. But you know what, you guys? A lot of times, guess what I do? I rest. I sleep. I recover because, you guys, I'm putting 3 big days out there. So I do a little self-care, but I still knock out my actual business. And I do it in a way that I have a sense of accomplishment and I don't beat myself up because I plan for it. So if I ask myself on Tuesday to do 3 things and I accomplish those 3 things, I can stop. Let me say that again. I plan for 3 things, I accomplish those things, and then I can stop. That is a way that we allow the 4 elements, the biological, the social, the psychological, and the spirit, not to kind of just overwhelm us. Armando sent me an article of that now they've started finally to actually give onus to what's called stress work, burnout related to stress from working out, from working. I had that. They used to call the adrenal syndrome, and every medical doctor said, you know what, that doesn't exist. You're a tree hugger. Get out of here. And I go, what? You're calling this jarhead a tree hugger? I go. I'm looking. I'm bipolar manic. That's why I'm exhausted. They're like, you're okay. You'll be fine, dude. Well, at least medically we figured that out. That now it's a true. There is a thing called work burnout. But how do you avoid work burnout? Here's how it goes, and I'm going to close today's talk with this. 1, first thing is you start in reverse. You start with your sleep hygiene. You got to prepare for the night before using that brain dump. Those 4 quadrants help. Number 2, all right, when you do wake up, we've talked about it before, your ADLs, your active daily living. Get your body moving, doing something physical. Jacko was talking to Glenn Glenn Beck on his broadcast. And he said, Jacko, the Navy SEAL, said something I agree with. I've got to do something physical.
Let's get physical. I wanna get physical.
I'm going to say that again. I got to do something physical every day so that I can let my mental catch up. That's a really powerful thing for us military guys. It's good. So sleep hygiene, making sure you do your ADLs, something physical. Third and foremost, you gotta eat and hydrate, right? Got to make sure you get those fluids in, get that hydration in, making sure you have a meal plan. And then the 4th one is the most important. Stick to your plan, dude. Understand that when people are trying to sabotage you, they're not planning. They're acting reactively, so your language is extremely important. Someone's trying to muscle something in on your time, you're going to ask them what I ask them. I go, hey, where's your planner? You know what they're going to tell you? I don't have one. So then why is it an emergency? Well, because you waited to the last fucking minute. That's why. That's why it's an emergency. And you know that I'm a problem solver. And because I plan, I will fix that. And be able to fix that, I'll be able to get my mission done and your mission. So when I say our motivation inspires you to be better, fuck yeah, we're better because we plan. I'll see you guys next week. Tomorrow. Haha, forgot. See you guys. Thanks for checking out our videos. If you want to go ahead and subscribe, go ahead and hit that button right below. Or if you want to check out the latest video right here over my shoulder, go ahead and click that link. If you want to check us out on our social networks, we're at T3 Body Encinitas. That's T3 Body Encinitas. Or shoot me a quick email at info@T3 Body Encinitas, where our motivation inspires you to be better. See you guys soon.